What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New England Patriots. They played two of the more memorable Super. The Giants and Patriots are underway again. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Check 13. Check 13. Gone. 49. Check 49. Say. 5.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
About football being a game of strength and brawn, it's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Silver. Alert flare. Five.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 61 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Sony Michel, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 44, Brady. He's got White here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle. Bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 22, Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Saquon Barkley running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Philip Dorsett by himself. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 68 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being. Yeah,
that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but having
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Goldman, 79 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Rosas good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check 3, check 3. Switch. Any weapon.
Brady now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. Hey, exit. Slam.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A throw complete to Dorsett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Wait, that's 53! Hey, come on now.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Brady. Caught by Sanu. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Lorenzo Carter, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady gives to Michelle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here we go with Michelle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows and boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to Wayne. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Go, go. Go.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the gift they thought my just low. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side, you wanna Christ when
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
13, 11, 11. 52. I got you. Hey, wahoo!
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, here's Coleman. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because you're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Hey, gun.
From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. 180.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Bravo.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
21. Wide, get wide. I got you.
Mostert. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Go ahead. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. On second down, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 22. Brady going to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this will move the chains again as it... Tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34.
Recon, 132,
Down Michelle. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And able to find Dorsett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being... Dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Now Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Brady. It's complete. James Lane. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9. Brady, he's got White here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under 10, 10.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. It's caught by Sanders, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a two shy of the 10.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another 49er first down.
Here we go. What do you need?
10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Come.
2.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Two. Alpha.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Get hot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They've heard what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Motion. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the curl.
50.
Shotgun now for Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here comes Pettis on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And again this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it.
Here we go.
Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
13. Hey, box truck. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mike 5-4.
To throw is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, echo.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
Hey, gun.
Let's bring it.
Now Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. To throw is Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dorsett's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Complete to Dorsett. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. Let me go.
On the ground, Michelle. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. You know, pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 99. Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Go, Mike.
11.
51.
Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that's complete to Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Emmanuel Sanders. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And again this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. There's Garoppolo to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You got me ready. Don't be scared of it.
They begin the drive with Coleman. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On 1st down, Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion. 10 just outside the 30. Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
21.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, 49ers.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55 to Mike. 65.
1 Omaha.
65.
Check 13. Check 13. Mike.
Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Daquan Jones. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Coleman now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 73 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Here's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Coleman on the draw. to 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll again with a big fullback use check. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It's Coleman here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They will run again with Coleman. There's some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 82 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll run it again with Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And some room to run now. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? It was
into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 37 yards, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go. Like 80!
Stop your
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We have played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 41, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Coleman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's checking, he's checking. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them yeet up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tannehill down throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. He's coming. Don't let him.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
32.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Let's go, D.
Recon, 132.5.
They'll run with Henry. There's a nice move. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting,
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really. Let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
This is Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 15, run. 15, run.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Stays on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.